This man could eat endlessly. Mace saw that he could never get full, so he gave his own food to Todd. The villagers were kind and warm-hearted, but then a man who disliked him came up and questioned him.
You're not a deserter, are you, Sergeant?
Todd stood up straight at once and replied firmly.
No, sir.
From the man's questions, they learned that Todd had been replaced by new, better soldiers, but he was not a deserter. Sandra said they had left Earth 12 years before. They never expected to end up here. Their spaceship crashed, and many people died. A few years later, spaceships began dumping trash on this planet. They had sent out distress signals, but there was no reply at all. She thought no one on those ships cared whether they lived or died, so they gave up hope of moving to another planet. But there was an upside. No one would invade this place, and no one would fight over such a ruined world. Todd kept looking at Sandra. It was a feeling he had never known before. Meanwhile, the colonel was planning a training mission for the new soldiers, and the location would be the trash planet. Todd was learning to farm with Sandra when a poisonous snake suddenly appeared. Sandra killed it immediately and warned Todd to be careful. A snake bite would almost certainly be deadly. Todd had never smiled in his entire life, and he had never seen such a beautiful smile directed at him. One day, the men went out to work. Everything in the village was made from things they picked up. They turned trash into treasure. But anyone who came out here had to tie themselves with chains, because strong winds could strike at any time. Jimmy went to get some scrap, but a sudden strong wind hit. Everyone quickly locked themselves to the chains, but Jimmy could not get back. He was lifted by the wind. Mace held the other end of the chain, but humans were far too weak against nature. Several men could not pull Jimmy back. Just as Jimmy was about to die, a huge force pulled him in. It was Todd. Alone, he used all his strength to pull Jimmy back. Everyone was relieved that Jimmy was safe. But then Todd started playing with Mace's submachine gun, making the villagers nervous. A ship flew overhead, and Mace told him it was just a garbage ship, which came about every 20 days. He hoped Todd would give the gun back. Jimmy quickly got up to thank him, but Todd only gave his usual cold expression. From that moment on, Todd was accepted by everyone. Although Todd often stared straight at Sandra, Mace noticed it but trusted his wife. Todd cut his finger while cutting vegetables, but he felt nothing at all. Sandra saw it and bandaged his hand. She had no idea what the soldier had been through. After asking a few questions, Todd finally spoke.
Fear.
Fear.
Fear and discipline.
Sandra understood his pain and hugged him. She knew he had suffered greatly. Life was getting better. He finally experienced the warmth between people. He realized the world was not only about killing and following orders, but he still thought about his past 40 years. What kind of life had that been? To thank Todd, Jimmy wanted to give him a scarf. But Todd's intense training moves drew all the children in the village. Every punch reminded him of the terrible things he had done. He had killed countless people. He remembered a little girl when he was reloading his gun. Todd returned to reality. He pinned Jimmy against a large machine, and Jimmy could not move at all. The dangerous last moment. Todd let go. Only then did he realize Jimmy had come to give him a gift. Seeing how cold and strong Todd was, the village leader's opinion of him changed. She began to worry that he might hurt the villagers. One day, a little boy came to play with Todd. Suddenly, a poisonous snake appeared inside the house, about to attack the boy.